Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. We're going to do the second part of the picture we're doing in Fragile World by Kerby Rosanes. And it's this page here, and hopefully I can stay in frame this time. So we're going to get you set up here. We're going to be working on this portion here. So we're going to try to get that straight in the camera. We're going to be putting in some distress ink down here on the bottom. I have to kind of figure out the background up on the top because we have little animals here that are in the Australian world. So I'm kind of doing the background down here as in the floor of the forest areas that they have out there. These little guys are quite small. They're not gigantic. So, I mean, they're tiny. You can hold them in your hand. They're like little mice type size. So these are like sticks. And usually they're down in, when I'm looking at the pictures on the internet, fallen logs, fallen branches, leaves, down in that kind of area they burrow into the ground. They're marsupials, by the way, if you were curious. They're also nocturnal, which means they come out at night. So having a nice bright blue sky in the background is not going to be happening either. So we're going to start off with some gathered twigs and pumice stone to give a nice brown earthy look to the bottom down here. So let's see, I think pumice stone is a little lighter. Get out my little practice sheet here. It's a little, well, I don't even know what I have on this. It's kind of a dark gray. Gathered twigs is a light brown, that I know. Yeah, somewhere in between these two we'll get a nice coloring on the ground. Probably throw in some other reds too, but right now that's what we got. Let's see, if I turn the lids over this way, I can see which ones I have here. So we'll go in with the gathered twigs first. I'm only going to ink up one portion of this. It's going to be the one on this side, using that straight edge there as where I'm going to draw a line. And now that I set the whole book up nice and easy for you to see everything, I need to move the book, because I have to get a straight line. So we're just going to tilt it that way. And we're going to go right in here on this line here with this line that's right here, lay it down and kind of pull it across. Putting in kind of a shadow underneath the rim of that portion that we're on. I'm not even sure what it is he's on. Then I'm going to take it, turn the tool from this direction to this direction so I can pull it down on these little areas that come downward. We even have shadow lines in here, so you don't even have to worry about those. He's thought about everything here. We have one on the other side too. I'm going to go into the grassy areas. They're going to get a little bit of this color in them because, as far as I can tell, it could be just the pictures that they've taken of these guys in their habitat. Most of these pictures are from after the fire, and it's darker brown colors. So it's either the burned ground or it's actually that brown there. I'm not sure. Okay, we're going to go up this tree or log or branch or whatever this is. Starting to get little fungi growing on it, so we want to kind of keep those in a different color. And we'll just kind of go up here too, and on the other side on this branch on this side. So we'll just bring it up and over. I'm going to get underneath this little guy here. And just kind of pounce some color down. Okay. Now we're going to switch colors using the same tool, same ink on it. Just going to ink up the same area that we inked the other one up and put some color down. It's going to be a little different color, so it'll either shadow or give us a nice variation in color here. And if we're real careful, we can try to go up this tree. I probably will be painting the black background in black. I like to do that prior to coloring, but didn't do it this time, so we may end up doing that. May not. Depends on how I decide I'm going to do that area. I'm going to darken that there. Okay. You also have to remember that when we're doing these kind of pictures in this book, I am keeping kind of to their habitatal form, where they live, and all these animals do kind of blend into their backgrounds, but I want to keep them in the forefront. What did I do with my other inks? Sorry, I was trying to find ink while I am talking to you. They seem to have moved from the area that I thought that they were in. I don't want to bring in vintage photo. I wanted to bring in a darker color, and we'll bring out some of those sticks too. There, maybe in here. Yep, okay. Wanted to bring in some walnut stain, which is a really deep dark brown. I thought that might be, and I'm going to use the same tool, same area, rub it on that piece. I'm going to bring it in on the shadow pieces here. Just draw a line across them like that and go across any other areas that I want to get really dark, right along the base of that one. And pull it up. We're going to darken that branch a bit there, darken it down in here and pull it up. And darken some areas over on this side. Okay, just adding a little bit more here. We'll put a little dark there. I'm going to darken up, like I said, floor of the forest here. And this kind of looks to be like a branch that maybe have fallen, and this one could be a stump, or because this looks like bark coming off. And everybody's got mushrooms growing on them. So I'm going to darken this area here where that bark is coming off. I'm going to pretend it's bark. If it's not bark, well, it is now. And that would be a branch there. So we're going to darken underneath that. Okay, we'll put some dark lines in this tree branch here and connect that to this branch here. Darken some areas. And of course the garbage truck is going to come by now. All right, a little bit here, turn it upward. We're going to work with pencils on it too, but I'd like to get most of it done with the vintage photos, the next one coming in with the ink, so I don't have to work so hard. This one's kind of a redder brown, so we're just going to add it in here and there. Get a nice mix of color going on. And of course I'm using the same ink tool that has used the ink on everything else. Okay. And I'm just going to rub it on everywhere else. There we go. Move those out of the way. And we're going to move you down. We have to color this part, so we're just going to turn it and start down in this corner here. We've got our pencils from yesterday. I'm going to bring them over on the side. We're going to start off with, let's see, raw umber, burnt sienna, burnt umber, and a little bit of black. So we're going to go in with our darkest color, which is our burnt umber. And we're just going to darken the darkest areas here. I don't want to move the book, so I will move my chair. So how is everybody doing today? Hope you're all well. Do want to make this darker under him. This is his shadow. So we're just kind of laying down this where the darkest shadow parts are, leaving the lighter inked parts alone. And different pressure on the pencil when you're using it too. So down where the lines are the darkest, it's heavy pressure, and then just lighten it as you come out. Same on these. The line's going to be darker at the bottom, and you just blend it up. loosening your pressure as you go. Okay, just work up this side. We'll throw a little green in here because I think some of that might be moss too, so and don't forget, we don't want to lose that shadow coming out here, which is a shadow from this branch. Kind of knock those off of the page up there. I have a book to show everybody too I ordered, so I'll be putting up a second video today. It's a really cute book. I'm going to darken this hole in here too. Probably bring in some black in there to darken that up even further. Okay. I'm going to work over here a little bit. Get it nice and dark under here. Sorry, I'm concentrating on getting all dark here. And remember to keep our shadow here. Yep. Okay. It's going to be kind of a quiet video, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to have to move the book. I've got to go the other direction. So I'm just going to turn it this way. And start up here. So again, I'm just going where it's nice and dark down there and bringing the color up, trying to avoid the grass, but if I go over it, no big deal. We'll just color over it with a olive green, and the brown will blend right into it. Going with the nocturnal part, so we're going to be in dark. Sorry. Here we go. Then we just have this little bit here. All right. I guess we have these little spots up here underneath this guy. So we want to darken it under him, under his feet. He has a tail shadow here. Make sure we see it. Okay, so far that was all done with the burnt umber. We're going to bring in the burnt sienna. Just got a little redder tone. We're going to place that in certain areas. We're not going to put this all over like we did the other one. We're going to brighten up some and leave some. Definitely put it in our branches because our branches have got to have a little more color to them, and they have to stand out from the brown we just put down. So putting that in will help. And I have to see here. Eraser. I gotta look really close, and I think that right there is part of this little dude. Like dropping your pencil that you need. So if we make that part of him, and we'll just color around that area with the red. Redder color, then we'll just bring this up into this part of the tree, branch. Get a little more down in here. Okay, up in this area. We'll bring in that creamier color too to get some of that blended in with the fungi that's growing on here. And then bring it down into this area here too. Okay. A little bit over here. And I'm going to ink that. I can't get down in there with a pencil. It's just not going to work. Here we go. Gotta get this branch up here too. Okay, next color, raw umber. We'll start up here in the corner. And it's kind of our gold color. All right. We're going to darken under the branch with this one. Just lightly bring that out for the rest of the tree. And up in this one. I should add that other color up here. I didn't put any burnt sienna in this one. Kind of forgot it existed. Okay. All right. Go down into the rocks down here and put a little of this in here too. Or tree. Sorry, we made this a tree trunk. I'm just going to go over those. It's a little too hard to go in between them. I have an eraser. Kind of go up to his nose and then pull that color out. This takes a while, sorry. No way getting around it. You have to add a bunch of layers to get it to kind of look like it should. I shouldn't even say look like it should. It's going to look like it's in my head. Okay, now we're going to bring in some burnt ochre and go over everything again. A little of that. Put it down here and bring it up. Trying to get some in here. And a little down in here. All right. Another brown. It's a walnut brown. So definitely want to make this in the darkest spots. Put some knots and stuff in the tree branches. Darken these up at the top. The sky's going to be dark anyway, so kind of want those to blend in a little bit. Pull it down into the tree here. Make those cracks a little bigger. Bring some of those down, darken them underneath that branch, and pull that down into the other ones. Okay. And of course we're just going to keep working at it until we get it all filled in. Okay, I'm going to go down into the area down here, get him just a little darker right under him. Getting out of line here. Can't see what I'm doing. Darken it down here, pull it up. And then we'll do this one up here. And darken it going off the page. Okay. Gonna get out our eraser here, pull some of this color out of our leaves. I gotta get another little eraser piece for that, so I'll be right back. Okay, so we're just gonna go through those. And like I said, if I have ink in it, that's okay. They're going to be kind of a green olive color, so if I don't get all of that out, it's okay. I just want to get out some of my pencil lines. We'll also take it down on some of these pieces and highlight them again if we want to bring in some brightness, especially up in the tree. If I want that a little brighter there, we'll just pull it down. We'll get the eraser back out. Come on, little dude. So like here, maybe a little here. Get that line a little bit more. Just pull it through up here. The tree is, you know, decaying up at the top. If you want to bring any of that down, you can. This is just playing with it. But then I'll show you how we do the grass. As we get all that gunk off of there. Okay. Pull out these colors and see what I got. Nope, I don't want those. I know there's an olive green in here somewhere. Hold on. That's what happens when you can't find the colors you want. You just go with some other colors, right? I've got permanent green, olive, and chrome oxide green. So we're going to put the chrome oxide green down at the bottom of the leaf. Yeah, I still have eraser gunk there. Then we're going to go in, we're going to drop the pencils. Go in with the olive, permanent olive green here. Just lightly go over the tops of those. So you can go either way. Light one first, dark one first. It doesn't really matter on this. Then we're letting that brown come through. Hold on a minute. Okay. And, well, you can see that's what we're going to do on all of these, okay? I'm not going to do every single one of them. So far, this is just a light color. And then we'll go in with the dark and shadow them up. This is a light pressure. Just kind of touching the page to add some color to it, and that's all. I don't want it too dark. I just want kind of a hint that we're green over here and not just plain brown. Okay, now we have some fluffier parts up here, and we're going to add the green into them. This is the permanent, or what is it? Yeah, permanent green olive color. And we're also going to bring that into the brown a little bit. Some fluffies here. Fluffies on this side. And I'm not exactly sure what these are. They kind of look like rocks. But oh, we're going to do them green too. And like right where the mushrooms are going to go up. We'll add a little of that in there. Okay. Just kind of adding it here and there, along with putting it on all the leaves. I'm going to darken these corners. Of course, the top up here is going to be dark, so we don't even really have to worry about putting too much light color up here. Brown and green always look good together, especially when you're going with a mossy look. Some of this tree down here. Okay. All right, I'm going to bring in the darker, which is the chrome oxide green. Darken up just a little bit of these. Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm just trying to concentrate a little bit on what I'm doing. Getting all the dark in the right spots. Staying in frame. And trying to see the page. All that stuff. Okay. Now we have to do those little mushroomy thingies. I'm going to start them off with a coat of ivory. Okay. Also going to bring some of that in onto the tree. And on the edges of things. Get everything blended. Bring it in on the leaves. Want to have color on all of this, so just going to kind of lightly bring it over all of that light work we did or left, and all the mushroomy areas. Okay, these little mushrooms up here. Down the page, and we're just going to bring that color right into the page here. Up to this tree. And those little mushrooms. Or fungi, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, then we're going to bring in a little green gold. Brighten up those a little bit. Gonna throw some of that in the tree bark up here too. Okay, you can throw some of that in the leaves also. Brighten them up a little bit. Just every now and then, you don't have to put it on every single one of them. Nice little variety there. And some down in here. Gotta get these mushrooms up here. I'm just going to add a little on the top of the rock area here, separating those two colors. Add a little down in here, just so it's there. using the side of the pencil, so it just blends it in nicely. A little under there. I'm just going to lightly go over those mushrooms again. Okay, then we're going to bring in, yes, another color, believe it or not, Van Dyke Brown. Going to go over that green. Turn some of these a little browner. I need a flatter edge there. There we go. I don't think I got any of that pretty little green gold in any of these guys, so I'm going to have to bring that back in. So the green gold's going to go over here. All right. I really have to do the background. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm going to check and see how long this video is, so hold on, guys. Okay, I just checked and we're at an hour and 10 minutes, so I think I will do part 3. We'll finish up the mushrooms a little bit more on part 3, and then we'll do the background. But yeah, we got most of this done. I want to do a bit more shading in it too, so we'll do all that in part 3. So I will see you then. Thanks guys so much for watching, and I hope you're enjoying. And I also hope you have a wonderful day. And I will see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye now.